Shut up, Bill.
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
I can see y'all playing right now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Who is who?
Rookie break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill.
All right, hold on.
We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Well, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Jones. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be two empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They'll try and throw for it here. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Big Derek Brown making the stop. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still,
let's go.
Sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jones. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
Yeah.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man, don't do that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On second down, here's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. Gets this one to use check. And he'll only get this to the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. On fourth down, Jones. Flush to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel.
Let's go.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Chubb on the counter. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. And again, it's Chubb. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Bridgewater now from the 50. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. the line. This Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Eagles. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 45 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
It's important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A first down carry for Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. That is taken in by Hurst. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mark, let's go!
Touchdown, Jaguars. Hayden Hurst, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary.
Nah, that wasn't
half size. That catch doesn't count, and he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away.
I did not throw that up. I did not throw that up. That's who I was going to pass to.
Now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They go with Chubb on second down. They find some open field here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater.
Let's go.
Quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right now. You went outside each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get on the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers
Bill, stop saying that,
lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
I'm watching the game. That's not what happened in field. The last pass you threw was that into like triple coverage.
When you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk reward and him taking hits,
you threw that into a zone.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
You threw it to that person, or that person you were throwing it to was covered, bro.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Amari Cooper, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now
killed that lady
to 3
too.
touchdowns at 21.
Who's she just killed out of?
Tucker now to kick it away
The
for
white lady.
the touchdown.
Huh.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That was a good throw.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play fake, Bridgewater. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Bridgewater again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With
He was
4
late.
interceptions
Bridgewater.
and several
Let me
different
see.
guys have
Yeah.
picked him off.
Yeah,
Bridgewater.
Bridgewater.
What's going wrong with him?
No, it
Throwing the
ain't.
football. While we look at the defense, they came in prepared.
The safety ran down. You threw it up the seam. You threw it up.
At almost every turn.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's how I came right there. You threw that right into the cover.
Launch this thing way downfield.
Because you threw it, so if the safety is up and you throw it up the seam, the safety is going to come down and break on the ball. That's what he did.
You're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the now they've got to work towards getting a couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. He's going to take another shot here. And this is going to be intercepted.
See, look. You going to get it to him. He threw it to covered. He threw it.
Brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
What you mean? Kids love candy.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Stay
And we
calm,
welcome you
dude.
back
Stay
now.
calm.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Talking about the
It's the
principality.
Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient.
The only
get
bullshit
the ball to
play,
the
the
end
only
zone,
bullshit play in the
and do it
game wasn't
again
even a
multiple
bullshit play
times
even in
in
our
order to have
game.
a
It's
chance to
just
win
they
this
gonna make
game.
you fumble all the time on us, so that was my fault for running. Like that's what I'm
From the
saying, bro.
27,
All this stuff used to.
Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of
I'm
the
gonna
league's best
say,
defenses.
you
They're
better
certainly
not.
playing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
This nigga got
rushing
Chubb.
for him now on what was his 10th carry
Hell
of
no.
the ball game. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 28 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. To throw is Bridgewater. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Chubb is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted ends up falling incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively, you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. And that's going to be caught on his touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 21 yards away.
And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to be brought down.
And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Shut up.
Now Jones. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
They're going to try and throw. So certainly an interesting call to go for it. And they will force a turnover on downs. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory now. And he's in. Touchdown.
So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
On the move to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
2nd and 5 now. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Gets this one to use check. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Henry up the middle.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Jones. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
But he didn't have the concentration and focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
I'm rooting for Boogie just because of that ball right there.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games
I don't like that
close,
you can't challenge.
it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And he whips that one incomplete there.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Whew. I'm pretty used to getting it. I'll put it on God.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater.
Let's go.
Intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Jones on 1st down.
This will go to Henry out wide. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right
there.
Late as hell. With the interceptions
yeah, helicopter going up.
Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Boy, get your freaky
Tucker's kick is good.
talking about that
And they
one. Where
have
is it?
taken the lead here in the fourth
Ricky.
quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until
lie,
the fourth
Tyler might be
quarter.
on to
He
something
connects
big, boy. I
there,
ain't
a
gonna
big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Oh, you're tired.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing, Bridgewater.
Let's go!
Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling to an okay game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now whistles.
What was
here.
that?
And I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
Oh.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tucker's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 2nd down, a run with ETN. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run with ETN. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Bridgewater. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Bridgewater to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Brown in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Bridgewater. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's in for a touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
He might get shot. Nah, that shit gonna get him.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Jones. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end on that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Philadelphia, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
Yeah, I'm eating cereal. Really sounded spinning, really worth the ticket. I ain't pick it, and he gotta get it.